Hello everyone, welcome to the course of mobile application development. In today's class, we are going to learn a new topic called layout introduction. In that, we are going to see the topic defining layouts. Okay, so generally a layout in an application or an app defines the structure for the user interface. So it can be an activity or it can be a group of activities which we are considering it as view groups. Okay, so all these elements, it can be a button, it can be a text, or it can be an image, logo, or anything. Okay, all the elements in this layout are built using hierarchy of view and view group objects. Now, a view is usually which is something a user can see and interact with. So let's say an image. There is an image and a logo. Okay, by which the particular appearance of the application or the app differs, right? Or the looks great. So that can be considered as one of the view. So let's say you have a button in that particular layout or some text to give as an input. Okay. So all this, the user who, which can be seen by the user and interacted by it. Okay. All these things will be considered as a view. Whereas view group is considered as an invisible container that defines the layout structure of view as well as other view group objects. Now, the main, it's like a parent. So a view group consists of a group of views. Not only group of views, it can also have a subdivision of another view group. Okay. So to keep it simple, view group is a container which will be having other view group objects as well as view objects. Now, if you see the flowchart over here, this is a view group. So this particular view group has it having another view group as well as views. Now, this particular view group, which is already included in this main view group, this particular view group is again having views. Okay. So view group is a group of views and view group, as well as views are nothing but where the user can interact and see. So it can be a button, it can be a text, it can be logo, image, etc. Now, let's see some of the views. So we have several types of views like text view, edit view or edit text, image view, radio buttons, check boxes, date pickers, spinners, progress bars, etc. All these where the user is able to see and interact falls under view objects. Okay. Now coming to the first one. So this is a text view. So this is the demo layout where you are seeing hello world text. So as the user is able to see that particular hello world text, it comes as a layout in under view object. So this is a text view object. Now coming to the edit text in the Android. So this is a layout where the user can give the input in the form of text, like entering the name or something. Okay. So this is one of the edit text view object. Now, coming to the next one. So as you see, this is an layout which is showing an image. So the user is able to see that particular image, right? So this is considered as an image view object. Now, radio buttons. So these are the radio buttons where you can select by clicking on that particular name or a tag or something. Okay. So if you might have already seen these kind of radio buttons in the application forms or several Google forms, something like that. Okay. So radio buttons are nothing but, so these are the small graphical user interface buttons where you can select that particular text using the circular graphical user interface. So these kind of buttons are called as radio buttons. And coming to this one, you might have mostly observed in the applications again. Okay. So you have multiple choice, or you might have already observed this in exams as well, multiple choice exams. You have multiple options where you can select that particular using tick mark. Okay. So these are called as check boxes. Now, date picker. So this is a user interface where you can see the calendar in your mobile applications, right? So it will be showing you the month, a particular day, and year, everything. And you can also select the date according to your requirements. And once it is selected, it will be keep on updating on its own. So this particular user interface or the layout is called as date picker. Now coming to the next one, we have a spinner over here. So spinner is nothing but once you click on that particular option, there will be some drag drop box with an several various hidden options where you can select according to your requirement. So this is one of the application which is considered as the spinner. Okay. Next comes progress bars. Okay. So while uploading a file or while downloading any kind of file, okay, you can see a graphical user interface moving in a circular motion, right? So these kind of animations are called as progress bars. All these are the layouts with respect to the view objects. Okay. Now coming to the view group, we have, as I've already said, view group is an subclass of the view class, and it also acts as a base class for layouts as well as layout parameters. So it is an invisible container which holds other views and the view groups which define the layout properties. Coming to the frame layout in the Android. So Android frame layout is a view group subclass that is used to specify the position of multiple views placed on top of each other. So I will show you an example. You will get a clear picture of the frame layout in the Android. So this is a frame layout in the Android, which is representing a login page of an application where you can see the welcome page where you need to enter username as well as password in order to log in that particular. So this particular login page will be containing page after the page, page inside the page, and page inside the page, right? So this particular login page layout is considered as the group view, where it will be containing some other group views as well as view objects. Okay. Now coming to the Android web view layout. So this is a view that is used to display web pages inside the app. So it is used to turn a particular app into a web application. So there will be multiple web pages through which every web page can be selected according to the user needs, and that can be diverted into some other layout or the page. Okay, so this is also one of the Android web view layouts. So the next one is Android list view layout. So this particular list view layout is a type of adapter view which displays vertical list. So it's like kind of an messages, okay? So emails or anything. So all the data will be stored in the form of a list. So this is one kind of list view layout. Now coming to the next one, grid view layout. So this is another grid view layout is a type of an adapter view that displays items in a two-dimensional scrolling grid. So once I show you the example, it will be very much clear for you. So this is the grid view layout where this particular grid view layout is majorly used for showing all the data in one screen. It's like the best example is our gallery. So all the images in the small size combined in a square boxes, okay, will be shown in a single screen. So this is one kind of grid view alignment of a particular application or an app. So these are the layouts which will be describing the layouts or defining the layouts. Thank you.